Today we will be going over the radiographic positioning and techniques for upper body extremities. So we will begin with VA projection of the hand. We'll go ahead and have our patient place the palmar surface directly on the IR. We want to go ahead and make sure that all the digits are separated. We're going to do this at a 40-inch SID, and we're going to use a 10 by 12 cassette. You want to make sure that your CR is perpendicular to the third MCP. So it should be right around, you got your first, your second, and your third. So it should be, your central ray should be right around here. And then the image is taken. Position of the hand, we'll go ahead and have the patient seated, and their hand is going to be on the table. The elbow is going to be flexed. We will place a shield on the patient's lap. We're going to rotate the entire hand and wrist laterally, 45 degrees. You can support this with a wedge or a block if the patient needs to, but our patient is very cooperative and they're able to. So we're going to make sure that it's a good 45 degrees. And you want to make sure that you leave some space in between each digit. We want to separate the fingers one in front of the other. Patient. So this would be a lateral. We don't want this. We want obliquity. We want a 45-degree obliquity. Okay. And then your central ray is also going to be centered at your third MCP joint, which is going to be right around here. And then the exposure is taken. Okay, so for our fan lateral position, our patient is also going to be seated with their hand on the table. Their elbow is going to be flexed, and we will have our patient shielded. The hand is going to be in a lateral position with the thumb up. And the digits are going to be separated. It's spread into what is called a fan position. If you need to, you can add support to it. Okay, patient, go ahead and do this. Okay. Your hand to be straight. You have to make sure that the patient's hand is straight. So you can even ask your patient to pretend like they're holding something like this. And you want to make sure that you separate the digits, second through the fifth one in front of the other, second through fifth, one in front of the other. Your central ray is going to be centered at the second MCP joint. So your central ray is going to be approximately right around here. And also, we mustn't forget, every time before we take an exposure, we'll go ahead and place a great marker. And the exposure is taken. Lateral position of the hand. We will go ahead and have the patient place their arm and elbows at a 90-degree angle, extended on the table, and we're going to have them do their hand like if they're doing a karate chop. So patient, pretend you're doing a karate chop right there. Okay. So in this time, the second and the fifth metacarpals are going to be they're going to be slightly superimposed. And the ulna is going to be superimposed over the radius. So the CR for this will be the same. And then of course you would place your marker, and then you would take the exposure.